So now you've coordinated your thumb and a little bit of left hand movement. We're going to incorporate the index and middle fingers first. In country folk styles, these two fingers are usually the primary ones used. Ring finger to some extent, but not as much as these two. So we're going to start with these. With the G chord, in fingerstyle, you don't have to fret all four notes using all four fingers, because the pattern that you're using, where you're skipping the string, it's skipping the A string, okay? So there's no reason to fret this note on the A string that we usually play with the G chord. So we'll cut that out, okay? And then for what we're about to do, we're not going to use the E string, so you don't even need the pinky. And honestly, if you just play the B and the G string, that makes up a G chord, especially if you incorporate the D string with it. So although it's just two different notes, it kind of implies a G chord when you're playing it in progression. So see how I just played like two notes in the chord, but you're still perceiving it as G? So we're just going to do the G and the B, which means you only have to fret one fret. Here, you don't need any other fingers, see? Easy, okay? So what you're going to do is start with the thumb, with the pattern we've done for at least a couple videos now. And then at the start of every four notes, pluck the G string with your index finger and the B string with your middle finger, like that. But you're going to let those two strings ring out while your thumb keeps going. You could do every 8 if you wanted to, if you really need time to think. If you really feel like you have it, you can do every 2 like this. Kind of like jingle bells. Right? Okay. Do the same thing on the D chord. E minor. Or you can do this. Okay, so what you're doing is you're practicing now using 3 fingers all at the same time every few notes or so. If you wanted to do an A minor chord with a C chord, you could do that. This is bringing back that other pattern that we talked about in an earlier video. So mix and match the chords, maybe take a chord progression from a song that you like, and just go through the chord progression using these techniques. So after you master this, the next video we're going to do is discussing syncopation and plucking in between the beats, but that's going to be a different discussion. You got to start just simple, just getting used to that. Okay? And I'll see you in the next one.